increíbles fragancias premium de la nueva línea All Spice Red Reserve, tu cuerpo será dividido por un dilema. ¿Es desodorante? ¿Es perfume? ¿Es desodorante? ¿Es perfume? ¿Es desodorante? ¿Es perfume? Nueva línea Red Reserve Premium. Deja que tu nariz decida.
Llegaron los nuevos nuggets de KFC. Que a diferencia de los nuggets, son 100% pechuga de pollo hecho a mano. Al contrario de los nuggets, en KFC los empanizamos diariamente para lograr el sabor perfecto. Prueba los nuevos nuggets de KFC. Suaves, jugosos y deliciosos en nuestra receta secreta. Después de probarlos, no te conformarás con menos. Nuevos nuggets de KFC para chuparse los dedos.
Esto es Las Estrellas en México. La programación normal ha sido suspendida indefinidamente. Esté atento a la advertencia de emergencia.
Gobierno de México.
Esta es la transmisión de emergencia. Una situación de rehenes está ocurriendo en 4 ciudades situadas en la frontera entre México y Estados Unidos. Estas ciudades fronterizas mexicanas incluyen Tijuana, Tecate y Mexicali en Baja California, y Ciudad Juárez en Chihuahua. Hemos confirmado que una situación masiva de rehenes está ocurriendo en varios centros comerciales y parques en las siguientes ciudades afectadas por este brutal evento. Todos en estas ciudades afectadas deben evacuar ahora o refugiarse en el lugar de inmediato. La policía y los guardias militares han identificado al grupo terrorista como los Dragones Negros. Este grupo terrorista es originario de las ciudades estadounidenses de Los Ángeles y San Diego. Si te toman como rehén, es más seguro ser sumiso y obedecer a tus captores. Habla normalmente. No quejarse, evitar ser beligerantes y cumplir con todas las órdenes e instrucciones. No llames la atención con movimientos corporales bruscos, declaraciones, comentarios o miradas hostiles. Esté atento a más actualizaciones.
They look different online.
Jeez. Wow, that's a lot of rolls. When you prefer dream vacation over a rental nightmare.
Gesundheit.
It matters where you stay. Embassy Suites by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
The following message is being transmitted at the request of El Paso Police Department. A violent mass riot is taking place in the city of El Paso. We have received reports of Hispanic, African, and Caucasian protesters clashing with the SWAT units and police officers. Countless people have been reportedly injured or dead. It is believed that the reason why the mass riot in El Paso is happening is because of an unbelievable presence about a major incident in the Mexican border cities at the hands of the American drug cartel and terrorist group, Los Dragones Negros, that really occurred just yesterday. To defend yourself or survive during riots, all citizens need to know your surroundings and escape the affected area if you have to. Stay calm and avoid confrontation with the protester or the SWAT unit. If you are never alone, stay together as a group. Be prepared to react and move yourself to the safest location. If you are at the safest location in any building or shelter, it is necessary for you to barricade a door with a chair, a mop, an X, or a cleaning safety sign, for isolation so that no intruder can harm you. Stand by for further updates on this current situation.
Introducing Sapporo Pure, an exceptional light beer. With
Hey Ryan, just picking up my free meal. 6 tokens, and now I get this baby. Just for ordering through my Edo app. You should have downloaded it, man. Edo your heart out, Ryan.
Download the My Edo app for offers, free food, and more at Edo Japan.
Fresh cup fries, beefy chili, delicious sour cream and cheese sauce. Now stay humble with a real bacon crumble and fresh green onion.
Give your taste buds something to sing about at New York Fries.
KFC's favorites bucket. Its original recipe, golden fries. And boom, popcorn chicken. 3 favorites. It's just $20. It's
This is CBC Broadcasting in Ottawa. Normal programming has been suspended indefinitely. Stand by for the emergency warning.
The following message is being transmitted at the request of Ottawa Police Department. A brutal situation is happening in downtown Ottawa. The American terrorist group and drug cartel, known as Los Dragones Negros, is attacking several people in the streets of Wellington, Sparks, Queen, Albert, Slater, Laurier, and Gloucester. If you are in the vicinity of these following streets, evacuate now or seek shelter immediately. We are getting reports of a bomb incident in Parliament Building's National Historic Site of Canada in Wellington Street, which resulted in 6 deaths and 7 injuries. Avoid going to Parliament Building's National Historic Site of Canada as police forces are investigating what happened. We are also getting reports of a hostage situation in Confederation Park and Elgin Street, Majors Hill Park and Mackenzie Avenue, and CF Rideau Center in 50 Rideau Street. Everyone in these following locations must evacuate immediately or get away from the hostage situation immediately. If you are hearing or witnessing it, remove yourself from any danger by leaving the immediate area. Notify Ottawa Police Department by calling 911 or 613-236-1222. If the police has arrived in the area, be prepared to provide police the following information: location and room number of incident, number of possible hostage takers, physical description and names of hostage takers, if possible, number of possible hostages, any weapons the hostage takers may have, your name, your location, and phone number. If you are taken hostage, please remain calm, be polite, and cooperate with your captors. Speak normally. Never attempt to escape unless there's an extremely good chance of survival. Never draw attention to yourself with sudden body movements, statements, comments, or hostile looks. Stand by for the updates on this developing incident.
Le message suivant est transmis à la demande du service de police d'Ottawa. Une situation brutale se produit au centre-ville d'Ottawa. Le groupe terroriste et cartel de la drogue américain, connu sous le nom de Los Dragones Negros, attaque plusieurs personnes dans les rues de Wellington, Sparks, Queen, Albert, Slater, Laurier et Gloucester. Si vous vous trouvez à proximité des rues suivantes, évacuez maintenant ou cherchez immédiatement un abri. Nous recevons des rapports faisant état d'un incident à la bombe survenu au lieu historique national du Canada des édifices du Parlement, sur la rue Wellington, qui a fait 6 morts et 7 blessés. Évitez de vous rendre au lieu historique national du Canada des édifices du Parlement, car les forces de police enquêtent sur ce qui s'est passé. Nous recevons également des rapports faisant état d'une prise d'otage au parc de la Confédération, sur la rue Elgin, au parc Major S-Hill, sur l'avenue Mackenzie, et au centre CF Rideau, au 50 rue Rideau. Toutes les personnes se trouvant dans les endroits suivants doivent évacuer immédiatement ou s'éloigner immédiatement de la situation d'otage. Si vous l'entendez ou en êtes témoin, éloignez-vous de tout danger en quittant les environs immédiats. Informez le service de police d'Ottawa en appelant le 911 ou le 613 236 1222. Si la police est arrivée dans la zone, soyez prêt à fournir à la police les informations suivantes: lieu et numéro de pièce de l'incident, nombre de preneurs d'otages possibles, description physique et nom des preneurs d'otages, si possible, nombre d'otages possibles, armes éventuelles. Les preneurs d'otages peuvent avoir votre nom, votre emplacement et votre numéro de téléphone. Si vous êtes pris en otage, restez calme, poli et coopérez avec vos ravisseurs. Parlez normalement. N'essayez jamais de vous échapper à moins qu'il n'y ait de très bonnes chances de survie. N'attirez jamais l'attention sur vous avec des mouvements brusques du corps, des déclarations,
des commentaires ou des regards hostiles. Restez à l'écoute des mises à jour sur cet incident en développement.
Chowking beef wonton noodles. That beefy goodness. Hot. Comforting. Delicious. Chowking beef wonton noodles.
Bratwurst is back at Wiener Schnitzel. What better way to celebrate Oktoberfest than with a brat in hand? They're grilled to plump and juicy perfection and topped with mustard and grilled onions or mustard and tangy sauerkraut. Come enjoy a bratwurst at Wiener Schnitzel.
According to the Metropolitan Police Department and the United States government, this is the civil danger warning for the District of Columbia in the state of Washington. There are reports of Los Dragones Negros convoy of armored combat vehicles rampaging on Interstate 495 or the Capital Beltway. It was believed that Los Dragones Negros are being supported by Islamic terrorists with Russian-made vehicles. That incident caused countless accidents and deaths among the citizens traveling to Washington, D.C. You need to pay attention to what to do during a highway accident. Remaining composed is the first thing to do if you end up in an accident. Irrational decisions brought on by panic can injure more people. Second, see if any of the people who were in the accident have any injuries. Make an emergency medical assistance call right away if someone is hurt. It is recommended to call 911 for it. The United States National Guard and the police are on their way to root out the rogue convoy of armored combat vehicles. Do not attempt to leave Washington, D.C. via the exit of Interstate 495. Stay tuned to this station for further updates.
That's big time flavor at a homemade price. So come hungry and try the Texas two-piece feast combo before it's...
This is WJLA-TV. We interrupt our normal programming. This is our national emergency. Important instructions will now follow. This is the emergency action notification. All radio and television stations shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted our normal programming at the request of the Pentagon and the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will be on the air to provide news and information to the public and assigned areas. This is WJLA-TV of the American Broadcasting Corporation. We will continue to serve Wilson Boulevard in the Roslyn section of the Arlington, Virginia area. If you are not in this local area, please tune to the radio station to provide news and information for your local area. You are now listening to the emergency alert system serving Wilson Boulevard in the Roslyn section of the Arlington, Virginia area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use only. The emergency alert system has been activated. The following message is being transmitted at the request of Department of Defense, the United States government, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. This is a war zone that is happening in your local area. What you have just heard is that a series of violent attacks are unleashed in the District of Columbia area as well as the border states of Virginia and Maryland by the terrorist group and drug cartel cartel, known as Los Dragones Negros. The cruise missile strikes and the drone swarm are killing and injuring countless people in the National Mall. In addition, the explosion of a cruise missile set by the terrorist group have unexpectedly killed Vice President Kamala Harris and President Joe Biden. The staff of White House has been safely evacuated. All citizens and visitors of the National Mall are fully advised to evacuate immediately in a National Mall parking area. Do not attempt to fetch your loved ones in school as they have their own evacuation procedure. Ensure that you have rations that would last until 3 weeks. If you are in a vehicle, complete your journey. Drive your transport to the nearest emergency shelter immediately. If our station will be attacked, we will switch to radio as soon as it really happens. A series of massacres and bomb threats have begun in the Fashion Center Mall at Pentagon City. If you are in the vicinity of the Fashion Center Mall, evacuate immediately. To protect yourself during massacres and bomb threats, all you have to do is to seek safety with your belongings. Get away from the mass suspects and call 9-1-1 when you are safe and describe the attacker, location and weapons. Cover and hide if you can't evacuate. Find a place to hide out of view of the attacker and put a solid barrier between yourself and the threat if possible. Lock and block doors, close blinds and turn off lights. Keep quiet if that happens, by posing questions in case of a bomb threat. You can keep the caller on the line for as long as feasible. Avoid using the phone on which the threat was received if the caller hangs up. After making a call from a different phone, contact campus police right away, or ask someone else to do so. Inform your department head or supervisor. We have some reports of Los Dragones Negros terrorists attacking everyone in Montgomery County, Maryland to the northwest, Prince George's County, Maryland to the east, Arlington County, Virginia to the west, and Alexandria, Virginia to the south. If you are in the vicinity of major cities, counties that are bordering Washington District of Columbia, evacuate now, but run and do not walk. Do not go outside as it will result you in certain danger and death. The Pentagon has advised the military command to conduct military operations in the affected areas. To thwart the attack, this message will repeat in 5 minutes. We will update you on this current situation shortly.
This is BBC America broadcasting in New York. Normal scheduled programming has been temporarily interrupted. Please stand by for a special announcement that is heartbreaking.
We regret to inform the American public that the 46th President of the United States and the 49th Vice President of the United States have passed. Joseph Biden and Kamala Harris were horrifically and reportedly killed in the White House explosion caused by a cruise missile during the Los Dragones Negros wartime terrorism incident yesterday. Attempts were made to recover the President and the Vice President to no avail. We join the American public in the mourning of Joseph Biden and Kamala Harris, the 46th American President and 49th American Vice President. Stand by for the national anthem to honor the two fallen politicians.